Good afternoon, everyone. Hi, this is Becky Nolan, and I will be walking you through our CBI refresher course today. I know we're probably waiting on a few people, but I want to be mindful of your time. And so just a quick housekeeping items. We are encouraging you to please put in some questions and answers and use that chat feature as opposed to the chat feature. I would love to encourage you to ask those questions as I go along so that you don't forget them at the end. And if you have any other additional questions that you want to follow up on, please do. I'm very happy to go over that with you. Again, I'm Becky Nolan. I'm the membership manager here for CBIA. And I would love to give you just a little bit of a background of who CBIA is and how we were first established. So we were established in 1815. I know that was a long time ago. We were established about 39 years after the United States declared independence from the British colonies. So we were established in Middletown and organized as the Society of Encouragement and Connecticut Manufacturers. The group confronted trade embargoes, and they were really about the British imports and dumping of that and the other businesses and economic challenges that we had. But today, we are currently the third largest business association in the United States. We've had a long-standing tradition of business advocacy, and CBIA is also active on environmental and legislative, healthcare, and other issues now. We are obviously, as the logos show at the bottom, we're the state's largest business association. We're representing a multiple range of different types of businesses. We're we're a member of the National Association of Manufacturers, otherwise known as NAM. We are part of the National Association of State Chambers, and we are also part of the Business Roundtable, a nonprofit lobbying association. So just to move forward a little bit, I'd love to show you a little bit more about what we look like as a membership group. We are a very diverse organization. We represent companies from 1 to several thousand employees. We have about 90% of our members are 100 employees or less. So we do showcase a lot of smaller businesses, but we have a wide range of industries that we're representing, as you see on this snapshot here. We have industry representation from obviously our manufacturers. We are one of the largest manufacturing associations in the state, representing just nearly about 1,000 members that are manufacturers alone. We represent in professional services, construction industry, technology, large and small businesses. So as you know, we are a statewide organization crossing over all of our counties and representing urban and rural business environments. So it's very exciting to know that we have a large representative of many different types of industries and large and small companies abroad. So I encourage questions along the way and be happy to answer them as we go. But I want to just talk about the unique value proposition of being a member for CBIA. We give you opportunities to have a diverse membership, and which creates a great network of different cross-industry collaborative opportunities. And we are also tailoring resources for different businesses at different scales. So we try to make sure that we're something for all of our members and reaching out to give you opportunities to share your information and help us learn and having growing opportunities. Our memberships, obviously, regardless of type of membership, you're also receiving our advocacy work. You're getting cost savings programs. There's professional development, and we work in compliance and providing you some resources. The base of our core, I should say, of CBIA has been obviously the advocacy part of our work here at CBIA. We are looking at different business interests around the state, whether they're state or local levels. We're providing businesses a voice from small and large businesses at the state capitol. We're always monitoring and influencing our legislators on what decisions they're making. We are focusing on grassroots efforts, the importance of sharing their issues with our state delegations. We're trying to make sure that our small and mid-sized members are involved on our councils. We have a variety of different types of policy councils. As I talk about the policy councils, I just want to mention that in the January webinar, I will be hosting Chris Davis, who is our Vice President of Policy, or Public Policy, and he's going to go a little more in depth on the advocacy work we're doing here at this on your behalf. We track the legislative proposals. We're looking at voting records. We're making sure that you're getting the information directly from the business community or from CBIA to the business community. We're encouraging all of our members, obviously, to get involved and participate, whether it's on a council or being on a panel talking about policy decisions. We're trying to provide you some different platforms that you can share your perspectives on what's going on that is affecting your businesses. Currently, this summer, we're doing legislative tours with our businesses and inviting our state legislators to your companies to hear what you're doing and making sure that what they're working on at the state capitol is not negatively impacting what you're doing in your business. So we're always advocating for good, balanced work at the state capitol. One example I can share with you this year in the spring session, our team of 7 lobbyists here at CBIA killed about 4,000 bills that were going to impact businesses. So you can rest assured that we're always on the look on what's happening at the state capitol, making sure it's not going to hurt your business as time goes forward. One of the products and services that we do offer here is our Energy Connection program. This is a cost-sustainable model that you can have predictable costs and making sure that we are locking in good prices for you. And I see that we're putting some links to some of the products on our website, so please feel free to link over to those. But this program was established a little over 20 years ago. It's a third-party energy procurement opportunity. We're looking at cost certainty and not just cost savings. We're making sure that as you when you're using gas or electric, we're helping you to be able to find those resources and looking at your utilities to make sure that you're not overpaying. Our manufacturing sector sometimes is paying into their the state tax, which they are exempt from. So we want to make sure that we're looking at your energy bills. We have a team here, obviously, every day looking at those prices and making sure that they're providing you the information you need. Some of the energy diversity programs, obviously the traditional energy sources that we're looking at, but we're also looking at renewable energy options, energy technology, and some of the future opportunities that are coming with energy and how are we approaching that. Our energy programs are really targeted to large and small businesses. Obviously, we're looking at a variety of type of industry sectors, and we're really looking at a comprehensive energy plan for our companies. It's a member-first approach. We always look at, we're not mandating what you need to do. We're tailoring your energy for you as it's, everybody has a different need. So we're making sure that you're looking at it so that we're doing everything we can to help your business not overexpend on energy. We do have a dedicated team here. And as I had mentioned for our advocacy work in January, the next webinar in October, I'm going to be inviting Tom Gura, who is our Vice President and Director of Operations for the Energy Connections Program, to give you a little deeper dive on some of the work he's doing with his team at looking how to save costs for our members and to provide, again, it's costs sustainability and predictability that we look for you to have the operational understanding of what we're doing here for you on behalf of your businesses. Again, any questions, put those in the Q&A. Just moving along, we have our networking opportunities, events. Wow, we do a lot of events through the year. So if you haven't been to one, you've missed out on a lot. We have different types of events. They're in person or they're web-based, or we have small conferences. We have large events. So just I'd love to just kind of brush over a few of our types of events that we're hosting here at CBIA. Annually, we're hosting economic conferences. Those are typically a very large draw on what's going on in the economy in the state of Connecticut. We have manufacturing summits, which is really about the strength of manufacturing here in the state. October is a big month for manufacturers. October is manufacturing month at the national level. So we celebrate our manufacturers. And I'll get back to that on some of the things that we're going to be doing here with CBIA. We have safety compliance conferences, HR leadership series, different networking events and opportunities, and of course, workforce development sessions. We try to look at a wide type of different content-driven approaches, different diverse scheduling that we're trying to look at. Typically, some of our events are in person, and we're basically sending those events out. About the announcements of our events are posted about 90 days in advance of those programs. Our members do get a sneak preview if you're signed up in your newsletter preferences. So that's something to be aware of. If you're not receiving your newsletter, we'll need to get you signed up so you can have your own preference sheet, deciding what kind of information you want to get from us here. We have a wide variety of sharing information and making sure that you're seeing what's upcoming. We also like to make sure that, hey, you want to sponsor an event. We've got different levels of sponsorship available, whether you're a keynote sponsor or an event sponsor. We have exhibitor opportunities, branding opportunities. We like to give you logo placement if you're looking to have a little additional visibility on your company. Do you want to be a speaker? Are you a thought leader? Do you want to have exhibit space at some of these larger conferences? A lot of different ways that we can do our conferences. We focus on the economy and whatever is important to our members, and we're looking at different ways to help you brand yourself, have different opportunities to be seen. And some of the advantages are we discount our members for some of these programs. You have priority registration. We have advanced event notifications that I mentioned. We usually post 90 days in advance, but if you're getting that newsletter, you're getting it a little bit earlier. Again, potential speaking opportunities. If you have areas that you are experts in, we really want to see you on panels. We do exclusive networking for you. Webinars, if you have an educational opportunity for our members, we look at how do we create a webinar for you. But I do want to hit on a couple of upcoming events that are really exciting that are starting now in July. At the end of the month, actually, we are announcing the brackets for the coolest thing made in Connecticut, which is very exciting. This is the second time we're doing this, and on July 24th, the brackets delegates are going to be revealed. So we'll have 16 companies that have submitted to be one of the coolest things made in Connecticut. So we encourage you to really vote on those companies. Last year there was 115,000 votes that were made, and so this year we're excited to see the similar drawing for the votes. The voting begins August 21st. So again, put that as a tickler. You'll want to make sure that you're voting on that. Some of the other big conferences that we look at are When Women Lead Conference. This is a newer event for us. A couple years in the past, we've just drawn a wide variety of people. The coolest thing made is, and I'm jumping back a little bit, we do have that on a website, and I see it linked in the notes so that you can see where that is. The annual event, this is an exclusive member-only event. We draw about almost 1,000 people now. We have to change the event location because of the amount of people that want to come to the annual event. Again, going back, what's important? Why do you want to come to these events? Well, it's professional growth. It's business development for you and your company. You can be engaged with the community. There's information that you can share, different content. You're meeting industry peers. You're connecting with potential customers. So there's a lot of ways that when you're looking to do some branding, highlighting yourselves at events, this is where these events are so important to participate. So it's all what you put into it that you're going to receive out of it.
Hey, Becky, we just had a question in the chat about how to get more information on our events for speaking engagements and sponsorships. So if we could just post Stacy's contact information for everybody, that would be great.
Absolutely. So Stacy Vendetta is our partnership engagement manager here, and she would be very happy to walk you through all of the different engagements that you can do. We do have a branding calendar that she can send to you, and I see Stacy's email is in the chat feature there, so you can see how to get in touch with her. But again, there's many different ways that you can be participating in some of the sponsorship or networking opportunities. So do reach out to Stacy if you have more questions, or reach out to me and we can direct you appropriately. Thank you for that question. So another member and benefits. This is another thing that we have been very proud of, the Health Connections. Originally, our program is established in 1980, and it's really for medical and ancillary benefits. So it's two-pronged approach. It's really comprehensive coverage. We offer different types of programming, but this particular one, our Health Connections, was launched in 2024. This is targeting companies that have 10 or up to 200 employees. Typically, that's the range that we're looking at. And there's a minimum of an enrollee of 10 people to be in the medical program. But for the other programs, we have flexibility. You can have one person in it if that's what you're looking to do. Again, this supplemental insurance has a lot of different coverages. We cross all different types of coverage. We have dental programs. We have vision, as it shows here, long and short-term disability programs, identity theft. There's a lot of different ways that you can look at the employee benefits. Some of the advantages, obviously, are we can customize those benefit solutions for you, and there's competitive pricing here. We like to tailor it to the small business needs because that's really where that flexibility comes for those programs. And then, of course, we're looking at different sizes of companies. It's scalable. As you're growing, we can scale those benefits to meet your needs. And again, there's individual enrollment and group enrollment. So a lot of different ways that we can work with you on what you need to provide for your company benefits. It's very cost effective. We negotiate those prices with you. We're really looking at different ways that we can show some significant savings on your end that will help you in your business. We do have a team here that can help walk you through that and consult with you. provide you some additional information. We do have a link on our website to the employee benefits. A lot of different ways that we can help your business grow, and certainly take a look at maybe there's some other opportunities that you can provide your members or your employees some additional benefits. What this does, you're showing that you care about your employees, and it's giving different competitive compensation packages. So it's obviously it's an operational efficiency for you. So I look at that as an opportunity for you as the employer to really provide your employees some really good benefits outside of what you're already providing. Any other questions? I'm certainly able to take them here. Otherwise, we'll keep moving along, and hopefully we'll have some time at the end for additional questions. This is the HR employment law and safety, such a great resource here for our members to take advantage of. One of the highlighted features here that I like to talk to you is the HR hotline. This is a free legal hotline for you. As you can see on the screen, we have Del Marina and Diane here. Those are two of our staff attorneys that help really guide you through some of compliance issues that you might be looking at, or regulatory. They are monitoring that for you. They are here to take your questions, to talk about all different types of employment needs, whether it's OSHA compliance or your workplace safety guidelines. There's a number of different ways that they can offer some legal support. They're not going to represent you at a hearing, but they are going to give you some complimentary advice on some legal issues. There's a lot of ways that you can learn from our website. There's a link to that in the chat. So hopefully, if you're interested in that piece, we can certainly go back to that. But they're also one of the other things that we're providing through CBIA. As a member, you can get those annual posters that you need. They're constantly changing as our state laws change. We need to update your posters, so you can purchase those posters through CBIA at a discounted price. And of course, again, it gives you another reason why CBIA is a good opportunity to take advantage of some of those cost savings. We do compliance updates. We are updating workplace posters, as I just mentioned, regulatory changes. We're tracking those to make sure that you're knowing that what are changing. We're doing annual updates. We're looking at some of the immediate needs that some of our members are looking for. So if you have confidential consultations that you're looking at and need to have a question answered by one of our team, please reach out on that hotline. They're more than willing to take those calls and really help guide through some of that. They also are hosting webinar series. They do a couple of conferences throughout the year, whether they're in person or it's a hotline live webinar. A lot of different ways that you can get that legal and understanding of what's going on in the HR and employment and in safety law, keeping that information flowing both directions. So if you have questions, obviously that hotline is really important. You can see the number here, but again, you can find that on our website, and you can reach out to me if you have any additional questions and kind of wondering, is this something that I should reach out to them? And certainly I feel very happy to guide you on where you need to be going. So some of the key areas you focus here again is labor regulations, workplace safety, employment rights, employer protection, and what are some of the workplace emerging trends that are coming up. So really looking at this is a highly used area of the website, and I really encourage anyone who's in the HR or those that are running businesses without HR professionals on staff, use this hotline as a resource for you. It's a really good feature as a CBIA member, and it is only available to members. It is not available to non-members. So again, another reason why you want to be utilizing the resources available to you. Moving on, Member Resource Center. Again, as I mentioned earlier, we're looking for ways to provide you some additional cost savings opportunities. And the Member Resource Center has a number of ways that you can find some really good savings, and different ways that you can work in your businesses. Maybe you're already using some of the discounts, but really the reason that we have this is for operational support for your business. We're looking for cost savings opportunities. We vetted member to member research, services. So if you're looking for financial help in some support in your payroll, or you're doing accounting, you need somebody to do some accounting for you, or HR consulting, our members have been vetted. Those that are in this industry, we are providing you a number of different opportunities to see how you can manage some of those costs that are at your fingertips and day-to-day use of the work you need. We have office services. So, for example, we work with Staples or we work with UPS to bring you discounted services. Because of our bulk buying power, we're bringing some additional cost savings to you. We've negotiated vendor rates for you. We've also provided you operational tools, so efficiency improvement tools. What can we do for training resources? Looking at employee handbooks and developing those handbooks, looking at payroll services, HR consulting, like I had mentioned earlier. So CBIA has done its work in advance to make sure that the members that we are working with as vendors for you, we've already vetted for you. So if you're using some of those resources and you're not getting exactly what you expected, I want to hear from you. I want to make sure that you're getting what you're anticipating when you're going through the Member Resource Center. We have a tab on the website that will link you to all of these resources. But again, going back to what are some of the other resources available? Online or in-person training. So let's take, for example, you're looking to have some, your forklift drivers need to have their certification. Well, let's see, how are we going to do that? Go through the Member Resource Center and see where you can get some online or in-person training, certification. We can help make that transition to getting those people getting their certifications without having to go through another resource and paying a lot more as a member or a non-member rate. So looking at the self-service resources, obviously you go online, you put in your name, you're putting in your information, and we're getting back to you as somebody in membership or somebody who is our vendor gets back to you. The reason to do this is you're saving time, you're saving money, you're reducing your operational costs, and of course, it's streamlining the process for you. So I encourage everyone to really dig through that resource center. Have any questions around it, feel free to certainly get in touch with me directly. I really encourage you to poke around this. There's so much embedded in our resource center, and I can't say enough about it. There's a lot of ways here that you can find some additional opportunities for cost saving.
Hey, Becky, we do have two questions.
Sure.
First is, do you have any online video platforms about safety or ethics to create a program that each employee can take annually?
Well, that's a good question. I'm going to get back to whomever asked that. I will have to get back to you because I don't have that in my knowledge center right now, but I'd be happy to get back to whomever asked the question.
Absolutely. I will connect you with her.
Thank you.
And then we have an anonymous person who put in here, is there a library of HR/safety documents, like a sample of policy or older webinars that members can access?
So we do have online some of the previous HR programs. And again, that would be a question that I would encourage going to our HR hotline and requesting some of that information. I'm sure we have some backup, and I can certainly link some HR programs back to you.
Okay, great. Thank you.
All right, good. So let me just move quickly along here to information on our newsletters. Of course, you're receiving information from us on a regular basis, so we're trying to make sure that you're seeing a reason why you're members. You're getting the podcast information. You're getting information through our newsletters. You're getting information on different financial savings. So, what are some of the tangible things that you're getting? Obviously, tangibly, you're getting cost savings, but intangibly, you're getting the advocacy representation. You're getting legislative protection. We're looking at networking opportunities. It's visibility. It's company podcasts. We can highlight your companies. We feature our small businesses in newsletters. We have a number of different newsletters that we send out, but if you go on our news and resource link on the page, you can go back and look at some of the fantastic companies that we're highlighting over the years. There's a lot of different events and webinars that are on our YouTube page. So if you're looking at some of the previous BizCasts, we like to make sure that you can see those. There's some phenomenal people that we've highlighted our members and some really great information that you can find through some of those news resources. So again, going back to taking a look at the podcast, looking at the newsletters, we're putting things out on social media. So link into us, follow us on Facebook, follow us on our LinkedIn, on all of our media sources. It's a way that you can keep up to date on what's going on. We're constantly liking to showcase members. We're showing member-to-member connections whenever we can. Again, we're looking for how are we giving you the information that you need? What trends are coming? We're sending this information out on a regular basis, whether it's talking about HR needs or risk mitigation or what's coming up. Maybe we're looking for you to do a survey. We're looking to make sure that you're getting policy highlights. All of these are coming out through our resources and newsletters, various times of the year. If you're looking for more legislative work, it's during session. It's when we're really getting a lot of that information out so that you can really understand what's going on at our state level and maybe something that you need to be very aware of. Then you're getting back in touch with Chris and his team to make sure that they're hearing your voice. We do have Facebook page that really showcases a lot of things. So we have a lot of different ways that you can certainly get information. And again, if you're looking to tell us, hey, we're having events, we're trying to showcase some of the work we're doing, it's a two-way street. Please send that information to us, and we're happy to put it out in our newsletter. We have a Monday morning newsletter that we like to feature upcoming events, things that our members are doing. If you're doing some community work and you need more visibility, we love to share the information broadly. Again, there's so many ways to connect, but through those newsletters, you're keeping regular information coming to you regularly. And we like to make sure that you're getting what you need. And of course, if you're seeing something, you're saying, hey, I have an idea about that, please be in touch. We want to, if there's an opportunity, are you a thought leader? Can you bring more information to other members? Maybe it's a podcast. Maybe it's something that we sit down, have a conversation with you. So there's a lot of ways that we like to make sure that we're sharing information with our all of you and that our team is hearing everything that's going on. Questions at this point before I kind of sum up a little bit?
We have one. Who do we send our events to for inclusion for our members?
Why don't you just initially send it to me, and then I will follow up with our team to make sure it goes to the right person here. And I will follow up. So one of the things I just want to show is there are a number of ways that the investment that you're making, if you're taking a look at this slide and what you're putting into it, this is what your annual savings could look like. Really, if you're taking advantage of HR, just a couple calls a year, or if you're looking at training, or if you're looking at, discounted on some of the office supplies, you're getting a very large return on your investment. So we'd like to make sure that you see there's a reason why you want to stay with CBIA. We're always trying to expand on what we're providing. We look to our members to say what is something that's important to them, and then we take a look. Does it make sense for other members to take advantage of some of that? So we really want you to let us know what's important to you. Are we providing the services that you need? We're always looking for better ways to serve our members and to highlight members. So if there's anything that you could bring to us, we're so willing to take a look and listen. Again, I would like to make sure that you're certainly looking at the event page, making sure that you're bookmarking the event page or getting that in the newsletter in advance. And I just want to close here by saying here's a quick snapshot of some of our key members in membership, and everybody who has areas of responsibility are listed here. But just again, want to recap, there's comprehensive membership benefits. There's a lot going on here. We have a diverse support system here, and we're tailoring our resources to the businesses that are utilizing them and asking for help and need. The call to action here is get engaged. Be on one of the councils. We want your questions. Tell us what's going on. Give us information. We need the feedback so we know how to support you better. And of course, communication goes both directions. We're sending stuff out. We want you to send things back to us. Make sure that you're certainly tapping into the resources that we have available to you. We are really a great team here, very responsive to you, and we encourage you to utilize our service as much as possible. And remember, we are doing this on a regular basis, so if someone missed this call today, every quarter we're going to be doing another refresher. We're hosting different parts of our team. We'll be doing energy next, followed by obviously in January our advocacy work, and then in April we'll be looking a little bit more about how are you sponsoring. So we'll invite Stacy onto the call so that she can give you a little more detail around how do you get engaged on some of those programs. We are very happy to introduce you to some of our other departments here. Getting you involved is what we really look to do. So it's more what's the value? It's what do you put into it is what you get out of it. And so we like to make sure that we're giving you enough resources to take advantage of all of the things that we have here to offer. Go to your preference center. Make sure that you're registering for programs and events. And of course, we're always here to help you succeed in your business. We want you to have success. We want to have you tell us about what's going on. And it's a continuous support system. It's a partnership. You're investing into an association, and you're making that decision to become part of this team. And so we want to be part of your team. So I'll stop there and I open it for any further questions. I'm happy to stay on for a bit. I know we're a little under an hour, so I hope that I get a little interaction here.
Becky, we do have two questions currently. The first one is, what is the best way to discuss being added to the benefits with CBIA Health Connections?
Sure. So either go online to the website and there's a form that you can fill out at the bottom, and then our team for that group will come back to you. Otherwise, you can just send me a quick note and I'll get you to the right folks and make sure that we're getting you into the process that you want.
Okay, great. Thank you. The next question we had was, thank you so much for the promotion for the Hamilton tickets. We are so excited to have that as an option through CBIA. And someone else was wondering, are the tickets still available for Hamilton at the Bushnell? And the answer is yes, they are on sale until 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, July 17th. So definitely check out that email that was sent out and get your tickets if you can go.
Fantastic. Too bad I didn't know about that. I would like to go. Any other questions?
One more just came in. You mentioned getting involved. Is there a link to the various committees/subcommittees that members can join, and where do we find it?
So there is a link you go into the Member Resource Center under Membership tab. Advocacy is where the councils are available. And if you look through, you find the Policy Council tab. I know there's a link in the chat right now to that Policy Council. And then you can take a look through that. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me directly, or you can certainly get some more information through Chris Davis. Of course, let me know if you have more interest in those policy councils. I can go in a little deeper before you touch base with Chris, and we can see how you can get more actively involved. So it seems like maybe we've gotten all the questions answered. I hope that this was informative. And obviously, feel free to reach out to me or anyone on the team. We're here to help you find your way and navigate through all the CBIA resources and making sure that your voice is being heard at the state capitol, as well as making sure that we can help support you in your day-to-day business. And obviously, if you're doing some community work and want to be seen, please send that in. We're happy to showcase and highlight you as a CBIA member. And I would encourage everyone to follow us on our CBIA LinkedIn pages, Facebook, our Instagram, all of our media sources. We are very excited as we kind of build up to Manufacturing Month on the coolest thing made. So please go out there and vote for the coolest thing made in Connecticut. It's really exciting. We have a lot of promotion that'll be coming out over the course of the next several weeks. So look for that. And again, feel free to tell your colleagues to join one of these webinars upcoming. We're doing them in October, January, and in April. We'll be sending that information out as well as they get closer to those events. Continually make sure that your preference center is all up to date and you're receiving that information. And again, I wanted to thank everyone for joining me today, and I hope to meet everyone. Please feel free to contact me directly. I'd love to come for a visit, meet you all personally, and I do that through the summer a lot, through the winter, obviously, as I can. But I'm more than happy to come out and see you all in person. Thank you. Bye, everyone.